slop on my knob, like corn on the
on
cob.
the top. Dude,
Check it with me
do your
and
job.
do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Man, Juicy J was on some freak stuff, man. I'm surprised he isn't part of the titillation allegation.
For real, right? He was there's a difference between being a fucking freak and being like a freak. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen this clip going around with Cynthia Erivo? And she's talking like in an interview about one of her like favorite her favorite like vocal performances is Cisco's thong song, like at the end of it. Like when you heard the song, like the end of Cisco's thong song, like he's belting. He is belting it. I don't think you heard me. That thong, he's like Cynthia Erivo called it a praise break, dude. She called it a praise break. It was fucking praise break. Yeah, dude, that's just goated.
Got some gospel music in there for the thongs, dude.
For the thong, man. She's like, you didn't need to go that hard, but he did it anyway. But he did a thong.
Hey,
a song about a thong.
I appreciate it when artists full commit to a performance they don't need to full commit to.
Exactly.
Like I think another example of one of those is I Believe by the ending of Shrek by Eddie Murphy. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
Eddie Murphy's got a music career. You know, he's got some bangers.
He put it in there.
He put his
went in for it, dude.
Eddie Murphy into those songs, man.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Billy!
Father Rockers fill up beers and towards the seas. Rather ways around the pirates like for me. Oh, our beers and then we choose where we need to go. The Shipwreck Show, AG is number one.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Shipwreck Show. I am your host, it's Xander, aka your friendly neighborhood emo dad, and I'm in the business of misery, so let's take it from the top. Joining me today on episode 176, we have my friend who loves his horse girls. It is DJ Simpy.
Oh man, Uma Musume is my game of the year. I put down Claire Obscure Expedition 33 to play Horse Girl Gotcha game, and it's taken over my life. In the last 48 hours.
Between that and everything, dude.
Last 36 hours, actually, I've clocked in about 20 hours.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
And that's not including the phone.
Insane.
That's not including, data linked on my phone.
Oh my God. So we talked about this morning, and I tried it out for a little bit. I do like how they kind of do like this, like, combination of vertical and horizontal when you're playing through the game and stuff like that, and
dude,
it's really cool looking.
It's really cool. You're watching horse girls that are horses race each other, as in it's a horse race.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes. So it makes Japan.
My dude, I thought we were just talking about equestrians here, not actual horses.
No, they're actual horses. They're based off of
anime horse girls.
They're based off actual horses, and they race each other. There's a whole anime. There's 3 seasons of it. There's actually multiple anime, but it's really popular. And it's actually like anime the Springer, but they're based off real horses, like that have competed in Japan in real life. Like there's right now the most popular one, Gold Ship, very popular for like making people lose a lot of money because they decide to throw a race because they just like to troll, and sometimes they like to kick the cameraman when they win. And they actually have that animation in the game. Like when she gets first place, she actually kicks the camera. She like drop kicks it.
Oh my God.
It's so good, dude. It's so fucking hilarious. There's a character that my favorite right now, Taiki Shuttle, and she's like this like. She's and
to be clear, these are like horse names, not horse breeds.
Yeah, the horse names. Taiki Shuttle, she's like this like cowgirl. She has like a little revolver. She's like, and then she sometimes speaks like English in a Japanese accent. She's like
in before Hidalgo DLC.
But I looked it up. That horse is an American-born horse, but trained in Japan. I wish there was Seabiscuit. That would be a crazy collab,
Brother.
if they have Seabiscuit. That would have an insane cameo.
Listen, I'm
I don't know
not.
what the stats are.
I'm not trying to yuck your yum or anything like that.
Yeah, go
but,
ahead.
like,
No, dude, I
got
think it's
through the
interesting.
Tutorial, and I was like, dude, I cannot.
When you win, they
I
play a
can't play
concert.
this.
They have a whole concert, dude. You get to watch.
Do they have a
them.
band?
Dude, there's songs for every win. There's songs like, and they feature like if you're in first place, if your
Like a
horse
full-on
girl's in first
J-pop
place,
band.
she's the like the main centerpiece like in the whole performance. It is, dude. Trust me, Garrick. This is you and me. This is you and me all day because
I know that I hate that you're selling me on this shit. I hate that you're selling me on this shit so much.
you know, dude. There's depth to it. You have a support team. You have to train them, and you have to manage their energy.
There's
And
a
Is it
lot.
PC only, or
There's
is
a
it
lot
on
involved.
console?
it's on Steam and your phone. It's for free. It's completely free,
Oh, it's a mobile. Okay, I might have to
free to
play the
play.
mobile version.
dude. And bro,
Yeah.
and it's like, and sometimes they get sad if they lose a race, or like you have to get their mood up. You have to take them out on activities. It's so much depth to this game, and depending on what type of
It's
horse
the
they
most-
are, like they're more suited for long races or short sprints, or what type of turf you're on. If you're on
Right.
dirt, if you're on firm ground, or if it's
There's
rain.
one on stand.
Dude, there's so much. I couldn't believe my eyes when I thought it was just like, oh, we get to pull gotcha like every other. It's so in depth. It's so replayable. Oh,
That's wild, dude. I think I actually have seen clips from the horse anime though, like the actual anime
Mhm.
itself.
I heard the
think I've
anime is
seen
really
clips from
good.
before.
Heard the anime is
Yeah,
actually really
I've heard
good.
it's actually like, dude, I have like a weird soft spot for like sports anime in general.
It's very sports anime-esque, dude. It's actually
Yeah.
actually insane. It's actually insane. But yeah, no, Xander, go ahead. Go ahead. We don't want to
Amazing.
keep up with the
Next up, we
the
have
Musume
my
talk.
friend who loves cards. It's Devin, the dude. What's going on, dude? How
I
are
do
your
like
cards?
I do like cards.
Mhm.
Speaking of cards, last night I went and did a private draft event at a new LGS that opened up this last month.
Oh yeah.
Pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I took some pictures of their Warhammer setups that they had in the store for people to play.
Yeah, I
with.
saw that.
Yeah. So they
Hell yeah.
they 3D printed that huge one. That was all 3D printed that they set up in.
Oh, that's
The
sick.
second one, like the second one.
Yeah, I think it was.
I
a
saw there
really
was
big
3
one.
pictures. One of them was a homemade one. One of them I didn't recognize at all. And then one of them was the Beta Decima set.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. One of them was a Halo one.
I think that was I think that must have
I
been the second one.
thought that looked kind of familiar. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they do kill team stuff there. So
Hell yeah, dude. Love me some Kill Team.
You're
You're
Love
probably
me
gonna
some
also
Kill
have
Team.
to drop
found out
those images in the gaming chat, so that those listening in right now can take a peek at those as well.
So they can go look at that too. What were you saying?
I found out today, Garrick, that Kill Team is on Tabletop Simulator.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Mm.
cool.
So yeah.
Mm.
Other than that, I went out with All Hype this weekend. Went up and played a show with the boys.
Sounds pretty hype.
Hell yeah.
Up in
Stoked for that.
Oh.
Stoked on
up
you.
in Washington,
Stoked
and it
on
was a
that
house
for you.
show.
Jesus Christ.
And guys, this house was on the river, and it was a backyard house show.
Hell yeah.
And
It was on the river.
It was on the river, and it was just a good day. It was just a
Living
good
in a
ass summer
van?
day. We
Down by the
just
river?
drank beer. We hung out at the river. Like we got there at like 1:30, and doors wasn't until 6:00, and sound check for all the bands was done by like 3. So we just had 3
Just
hours of
walked
just
around.
homie hangs where we just barbecued and hung out down at the river. It was
Hell
so
yeah.
much fun.
Oh, gotta love that, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds tight. Actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a really good day. But yeah, my voice is still kind of gone from it because I ended up singing a couple songs myself, and it was a lot of fun.
Someone
Yeah.
get this man some chloroseptic. Last but not least, we have my friend who loves giant robots. It is Garrick Bartholomew Eaton, aka the Vermilion Beard. What's going on, dude?
You could have put so many things after that giant and it still would have been true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it?
Giant
Oh, yeah.
robots, giant aliens, giant monsters,
Mhm.
giant cock.
Yeah,
Giant
see? All
baseball
of the above.
players.
Check.
Yep. Yeah, he's a
Giant
big fan of
horse girl
Foghorn
fan.
Leghorn. Garrick, what's going on, man? How you doing? I know I hear it's pretty hot where you're at.
Yeah, man. In the words of the great Hambino, I'm baking like a toasted cheeser. It's so hot here.
Mm.
What?
Yeah, no, it's I don't know what the temperature's like over in y'all's parts of the woods, but it is currently 95 degrees, and oh my god, the humidity is 9%. It is so fucking dry.
Oh, ew.
It's so dry. It's so dry, and like when it gets so dry here like this, like the air just kind of stagnates, and like
Mhm.
it feels heavy outside. It's kind of trash.
Damn.
Not a
I hate
huge
that.
fan of it. I have a fan over here, and I have a fan over here, and I may or may not be wearing
'Cause
pants.
you got a lot of fans.
But yeah, it's a little warm. It's a little toasty today. Other than that, had a pretty good day. Enjoyed my week off last week. Played an obscene amount of Mecha Break, and it's so much.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think I'm sitting at just on the other side of 40 hours in that game right now. So DJ, I completely get you.
Yeah.
I think I've spent just as much time customizing mechs as I have playing the game.
Dude, honestly, yeah, the customization in that is so insane. Like anyone who's in our Discord server, if you guys are looking at gaming chat, we've been
Oh yeah,
overloading
yeah. You've seen us posting
images
it,
of our mechs.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have.
Yeah, man.
I have only 14 hours in that game.
We gotta get those numbers up, man.
Rookie numbers, got to pump those up.
Dude, I was gone all weekend.
Mhm.
To be fair, that's fair.
Mhm.
No, I literally played Mecha Break like most of the fucking weekend. Like if I had downtime and nothing going on, I was either customizing mechs, or playing the game. I actually just hit Master yesterday.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
sir.
crazy.
Yes, he did.
He's hella,
Yeah, dude.
you're grinding hella, bro.
I
He's
am
that guy.
4 ranks from the top rank in the fucking game. I have been playing. My KDA might not be the highest, but I play the objectives. It's really nice to feel good at a PvP like game for like the first time in a very long time. I would say I'm decent at rematch. Rematch is really fun, loving that, but I feel like I finally found my niche with Mecha Break.
I have a question.
I have
for
a
you.
fucking 73% win rate.
I have a question for you. Does that mean we're playing?
After? I'm sure we can.
God, I wish
I'm
I
down.
could join you guys. Man, why do I gotta be on the East Coast?
Yeah,
Be
why?
like that, dude. It would be like that.
Why? Man, no, honestly, like Mecha Break has been so nice to all of us because I feel like this is the first time in a while, other than like rematch was getting there, but like the other night we had like legit like a full squad going, and it was so cool.
Full party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually been running into a lot of other people playing it, and my manager today, he one of the first things he says to me when I'm at work, he goes, "Have you seen Mecha Break yet?" He like asked me if I
Yeah, dude. I had some homies at work. They were like, we were just talking about games in general. He's like, "What have you been playing?" I was like, "Mecha Break," and he was just like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah." And we started talking about it. So I whipped out my phone and like started showing him some different like the paint jobs. He was just like, "Can you just send those all to me so I can do them?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, we're all about the paint jobs, and you are all about the paint jobs here because this is the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the Good Kraken crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas has thrown our way. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/GoodKrakenPods, where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and have early access to all our content before it goes live on podcast and video services. Deep breath in. You can also support us by joining the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then following and subscribing to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere.
All the where.
Sailors.
What's up, man?
We have some captain's orders. First up, the latest episode of GKDR, Good Kraken's Death Ratio, the Ernell Takeover, as I'm dubbing it. Good stuff. Good stuff. it's worth the watch. It's a short one. It's one of our shortest
Sure.
episodes ever.
Ever.
But totally worth the watch. Check that out. Some more Ernell focused stuff. We have 20,000 films under the she. We have the review for Jurassic World Rebirth. I understand DJ, you watched that as well?
Yes, I did.
Can you
Sorry
give
for
us
your
a
loss.
brief, just a brief, little on your thoughts?
It's definitely a movie.
Mid. It's mid.
Definitely a movie. Yes.
A movie of the year. A movie of the year.
A movie this year. A movie released this year for sure. For sure. No
Yeah.
doubt.
There you have
That's
it.
good.
Jurassic
No
World
doubt.
Rebirth. It is a movie that was released in the year 2025. We do apologize. We do not have an episode of Songs from the Abyss this week. Some
Sorry.
things happened. Ernell overslept. What a jackass. And our friend Garrick here. Our friend Garrick here, he was actually hospitalized for saving a young boy from a mountain lion attack. So everyone,
it was just crippling anxiety.
everyone.
Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, so life happens, but we will see you in 2 weeks with that. We are taking this upcoming Saturday off
hurts
as
my
well.
soul.
I know it hurts me too, but we are taking this Saturday off as well because our boy Sam, aka Pubmaster Drax, will not be available.
About to kill him paintball.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing.
Actually,
He's doing some
he's going to
paintball.
be competing in a 5D division league.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Playing
Yes,
paintball.
sir.
Oh, yeah, he's
So,
doing the
if you guys
thing.
want more information on that, hit us up in our Discord channel. And if you may be in the area, you guys can go and support him. Last couple things here. We have just a couple more weeks left on our vacations. Ernell is on vacation this week. So he won't be here to ruin our Superman review this coming Friday. So suck it, Ernell.
Superman. Let's go.
Yes, just a couple more weeks and we will be
Snooper.
back on regular schedule. And last 2 points I have here, we have it's a heavy captain's orders. So Discord boosting will allow you subscriber access. That means you get access to the sub-only channels, the sub-only content over in our Discord channel. You can write in submissions to Shipwreck Show. You can write in submissions to 20,000, any of them. Garrick.
What the fuck is Discord boosting?
Server boost.
So Discord boosting. Discord boosting is when you pay a monthly amount to basically boost the Discord server in order to gain access to more options in your server. So right now, I do believe we are currently sitting at 1 second.
If you have Nitro, Discord Nitro, you have 2 free boosts that you can use to any server.
Yeah, you
of
get
your
2 free
choice.
boosts. We're sitting at a level 2 right now. So level 2, that gives you 150 server emoji slots, 36 soundboard slots. It unlocks 256 kilobits per second audio quality. It gives us a server banner. We get 30 custom sticker slots. We get 50 megabyte file uploads and custom role icons. The next level will give us custom server invite link. We get up to 100 megabyte file uploads. And at 3 boosts, we need 3 more boosts
I
for
literally
a
just used
server
mine.
tag. So if we can get that server tag, listen, you can let
Server
everybody
tag.
know that you are a member of the Good Kraken Discord over here.
Durst.
Let me get my show notes back up here. And last but not least, we have goodkraken.com. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and thens, please visit us over at goodkraken.com. It is your one-stop shop for all things Good Kraken and Good Kraken content and Good Kraken merch. Honestly, probably one of the best ways to support us is to pick up some merch because guess what? You get something in return. Something that you can wear and show off your Good Kraken pride. And
the damn
that,
merch.
my friends, will be the end of our captain's orders. I'm going to wait until... Oh, there's Garrick. All right. So... Oh yeah, I thought he was wearing his. I thought you were wearing your overhead headphones for some reason. No. So, DJ, would you please pull up a video that I have planned for us? So I saw this video.
Yes, sir.
Right, I saw this video and it really got me thinking. For today's topic, really, because it's been more relevant now than ever for me. So if you can.
Yeah, let me pick this shit out. Oh yeah. Let me. I'll share it to you guys.
Sure it. I'm gonna sure it.
Oh,
All
shit.
right, we watched the stream.
Let me see.
Oh, I love this
Volume
guy.
up.
I literally do not
Yeah,
know
I
his
love him.
name, but I am familiar with him.
This is Josh Johnson, very well-known comedian, and I believe he shows up on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
We like Jon
Let
Stewart.
me- I
Yeah,
gotta-
I've seen
do
a
like him too.
ton of TikTok clips from him.
yeah,
So
let
this
me-
is labeled "How Do Guys Make Friends?"
I have to edit some of the cameras. Give me a second. Give me
We'll cut this.
uno momento.
She's-
We'll cut it in post.
This guy.
We're not
This
cutting
guy.
in. We're not cutting
Producer
in
man.
nothing. We're not cutting in shit.
Nah, we don't cut
Oh,
nothing
okay.
around here. Raw and uncut.
Absolutely.
Just like
Oh,
maybe
fair enough.
Ernell's wiener.
Ooh,
he's doing it. He's doing the thing. Doing the thing.
Who's doing the what now?
He's doing it. All right. Okay. I'm about to play
pulling
this
his
shit.
cock out.
He's pulling his
shit.
he's pulling his cock out.
I can't even
Pulling
do
his
the
cock out.
voice right now.
I mean, I could, but it would absolutely clip my mic.
He's pulling his cock out.
Why is it not? Not like full screening the way I want it to. Come on, man.
See, man, that's why I said I could send you the file.
Nah, man. I full screened it earlier. I literally did it earlier. Oh shit. No, I can't. All right. Can I do it now? Hello?
F11. F11.
I'm pressing it, brother. All right, we'll just like I guess I don't know.
Times tough.
Okay.
Tough.
All right,
It's tough
we'll
sometimes.
just we'll
tough,
work with it.
tough.
We'll deal with it.
I'll raw dog it. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll raw dog it.
All right.
It's tough sometimes. Tough.
yeah, we'll play it.
Tough to make friends as a man. Like even if you really rock with somebody, you really respect them, you really admire them, and you might even tell them so, but you don't know how to cross over that next level to really be a friend. You know? And because it's not often communicated, a lot of men don't know they have friends. You have people that you're cool with, but then if somebody asks them and somebody asks you, you're both like, yeah, I guess we're friends. I mean, yeah, he cool. Like, what'd he say about me? Like no, like he cool. Like, I mean, like I like Buddy. Like he cool and everything, and I'm sure he think I'm cool. But like, I think we're friends. But it's also cool if we not. Like, if we're not friends at all. Like, I don't care. We could be enemies for all I care. Like, let's get it. Oh, it's true. And then, you know, sometimes you don't realize how hard it is to make friends until you look around and you're like, oh, I don't feel like I have many. It's a thing that can happen subtly. You know, it's not something that comes all at once. You look around and you're like, oh, who would I really call if I was in trouble? Maybe just a few people, maybe genuinely. There's no one you feel comfortable making that call to, you know? And so you want to make friends, but it's tough to go out there and try to make friends as a man sometimes. And it doesn't have to be, but just think about it. Like, dudes always act like they don't know what they mean when a woman is like freaked out by a guy coming on too strong, but let a man just try to be your friend. As a man, walk up to another man and be like, I like your jeans. See how it goes.
All right, so
I
yeah,
have an
that's basically the.
Immediate thought on this.
We'll get to that in a second. So I wanted to make the overall topic very clear to everyone here. So it made me think. So how exactly do men make friends? And I thought a lot about how we all became friends. At least for the majority, like me and Garrick and me and Devin. Actually, you know what? All of us here really.
Everybody
with,
here.
with me at least. Because I know Garrick and Devin knew each other for a while before Good Kraken. But genuinely speaking, there was never that communication like, yeah, we're friends. Like it was just like a moment where, because I think with me and Garrick, it was like over music. I think at one point we clicked on music and it was like, oh, this is
I
my
think it's
homie
when we
now.
realized our Spotify algorithms were like really similar.
I'm
Like
pretty sure we had like
really, we had like 10 songs in a row
92.
on like our Discover Weekly that were like the same, and we're just like, okay, we need to do something about this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, like, how does an adult male friendship become a friendship nowadays? Like, what in your experience? Because like for me, it's just been like kind of like just out of nowhere. Once you've been, spending enough time with them, something kind of clicks, and then okay, cool, and you find that common ground, and you kind of just go from there. But I wanted to hear from you guys.
I was like, Devin said he had an immediate thought.
Yeah, Devin,
so.
Devin, I wanted to start with you.
So I think nerd culture has it easy. If I'm going to be honest, when it
I would
comes
say
to making
easier,
friends.
but not easy.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, I granted this was also mixed with playing music this weekend, but I made friends with guys in the other bands just solely off of the fact of us talking about video games and us happening to be like around each other because we're all at a show together.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
now I have a follow-up question to this because I love where
Yes.
you're going with this, but I want to ask, are these friends you will now communicate with and follow up, or are they like fellowships or acquaintanceships that you gained over this weekend
Follow
that
up
just exist?
because this was the second time
Okay.
that we got to hang out. So this was the second
Mm.
time we all got to hang out. And
Okay.
hangs, and this is how you know you have a friend. Hangs end in a true hug.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, yes, I would absolutely agree with that. I am never, if I am leaving the homies, and I will always give the homies a hug. Like, if
Yep.
like, do not
Mhm.
give me that fucking fist bump, hand clasp, fucking dap me up bullshit. Like, I'm not doing it. I am going to embrace you because I love you
Mhm.
and you're my friend.
I remember there's this guy Alex I've been hanging out with for a couple months now who plays in a band around here, and I met him because of, me doing the all hype stuff. And I remember the first time I gave him a hug, he's like, "Oh, we're hugging now?" I was like, "Yeah, we're homies now, dude. We're hugging."
Yeah, dude, like
Yeah,
this,
we're
like,
gonna-
once,
just
like,
gonna
yeah,
hug now,
once,
man. What do you
once
mean?
we are like, yeah, once we go from acquaintance to friends, like, don't fist bump me. And
Yeah.
that's impersonal garbage. Like, I do that with coworkers. I feel like, hey, I'll see you next Friday on the next shift. Like those are people
Yeah.
I enjoy, but I'm not friends with.
Yeah, you
But
kind of
like,
just give
if
them like
I'm
that.
if I am, yeah, like I like it was 16 you today. I'll see you when I see you, but like I'm not gonna think about you for the next 7 days. Like, you know,
Mhm.
like, it's just the way it is. But yeah, I definitely feel I agree with you on that one, Devin. Like a hug does definitely like change the status of the friendship, if you will, from like an
For sure.
acquaintance to a true friend.
Mhm.
If I may chime in off that,
Yeah.
I would say for
Go for
me, I feel like I am an odd exception to the rule a lot of the time because I am usually the person engaging in the friendship making. Like,
Mm.
a lot of people will, like, one day you wake up and you've just got a friend, right? But I am the person that will be like, hey, here's my number, reach out to me. I know I've done that to at least two of you guys.
Yeah.
Right, and like, and I love extending that olive branch and be like, hey, I am always here, we can talk about literally fucking whatever. I don't give a shit if it's politics, music, memes, your daily life, right? I love that. Like, I just want to be like, I'm a little aggressive, I would say, in my friendship making. Like, I'm very like, it's in a friendly way, but like a really good example of like making friends, or how like I've made friends as an adult,
Mhm.
well, I'll use my best friend Geo, Morbid Curiosity, our friend of the program, as an example here. So we knew each other when we were in high school.
Mhm.
Knew each other, like names only. Like we oscillated around alternating social groups, but did not converse or hang out with each other in any capacity. 2012 rolls around, Diablo 3 releases, and I start playing online. Lots and lots of online time. I discover that Geo is also playing Diablo 3, and he starts playing with me and my friend Jake. We kind of bond through the game, and then we start conversing outside of that game just through lots of in-game time together. We actually lost contact for almost a whole year, Geo and I, after that.
Ooh.
And then like he just kind of like it wasn't like a negative thing or a bad thing. Life just happened, and we kind of went our own ways for a little while. But basically he like hit me up and was just like, hey, things are going a little different, and we like rekindled, like we did the very dude thing of immediately picking up where we left off, because I feel like that's a blessed trait we have as a man. Like our friendships literally, like I don't need like the 1 year gap of why you're away. Like you're my friend, we just restart. And I remember so strongly that like when he came back into my life, he was around for a couple of months, and I was just like, you're never ghosting me again. You're stuck with me until you die.
We're friends for life.
And we've literally been best fucking friends ever since. To the point to where like I talk to him on a daily basis. Like every single day, him and I talk. We do not say good morning. We do not say good night. The conversation we goon. Oh yeah, we absolutely goon. We good night. And like neither of us, like I will literally just text him some random bullshit in the morning. He'll text me some random bullshit in the morning. Eventually one of us falls asleep in the night, repeat the cycle, infinitum, until we both fucking die. Like to the point to where like we are so similar in our friendship that we openly be like, we are made of the same motherfucking stardust, my dude. Like we are so like our friendship has grown so much, just through persistence. I think a lot of it is like there's just like a social norm around not being pushy in a friendship.
Yeah.
Right? Because it makes you like, maybe it makes you look needy, or like you have like insecurities. I'm not that fucking guy. If I want to be friends with you and I want to be in your life, I will simply inject myself over and over and over again until I get a genuine rejection. Like, hey, like, you're a great guy, but like this friendship's never going to be with that. And I never take offense to that. I'd be like, oh, cool. That is what it is. But other times, like it becomes a genuine friendship, and then that's the beauty of it, is when you finally lock in a genuine friendship and it does something, it blossoms into like something really beautiful and awesome. And like, I love that. Like, I love seeing fruitful friendships come to life. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, as a man, as an adult man, like I'm a little unashamed in trying to make friends. I know that there's a lot of social stigma around being that guy, being like a creep or whatever, but I feel like I'm genuinely so unfucking intimidating. Like I'm not an intimidating guy. I get that. Like I'm very non-threatening just as a person.
Right.
And so like I guess I do kind of use like my non-threateningness to be like, hey, let's just be friends. And it's really nice to see where those go. I will say that there is something just kind of beautiful in like just dude friendships, where like you can pick up and like and drop things where they left off. I have like a friend who literally lives 5 minutes down the street from me right now. He literally moved to the state of Utah because of me. I am the reason he lives here today. I probably talked to him on the phone, text, whatever, a couple of times throughout the year or a month. We see each other twice on campouts in the summertime. And outside of that, maybe Thanksgiving. We do like a Friendsgiving thing that we see each other on. But like our friendship is like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And I've been friends with him for almost 14 years now.
Damn. Real spill.
Yeah, I think I think I just dude friendships are just a unique they're a unique beast. And I think we need to get rid of like the male stigma that like
Mhm.
platonic love is gross. Like
Mhm.
I hate it. Like because platonic love is like the most unconditional. Platonic love is more unconditional than like your relationship with your partner.
Yeah.
Like I love my wife to the moon and stars and sun and back. Like love her to death. But there are certain things, but like I can text Geo at 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and be like, my dude, I just shit my pants.
Yep.
And I know he'll respond with
He'll
something
be
worthy.
like, yeah, something's going down. You know. Hell yeah.
Like it's just like I don't know. I just think we need to like as I feel like platonic friendship as men is like it's a rare thing, but when it's truly like awesome, it really is. Like, and I wish we would get past the social stigma of it being weird and hard for men to make friends because it is like
Yeah.
that. Like, obviously, like it wouldn't be true if like comedians were making jokes about it, right? Like they're like he's making a
Right.
joke, but there's truth behind that. Like men and specifically adult men have a funky time making friends, right? And like you've got like you might have like online friends, you might have like bar friends, but like I think and this is obviously just coming from my own experiences. I feel like men put their friendships in boxes. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
have different
Absolutely.
kinds of friendships. And
Yeah.
like and with other genders, it's more like it's a little more open and flowy where it's just like I've got like my work friend, I have like my but like I feel like us as dudes we put our friends into boxes intentionally or otherwise.
Yeah. I think almost it might be just by just human nature with men, or how traditionally we've approached friendships. And one thing I wanted to touch on before we get to DJ, what Josh Johnson in that clip kind of says without saying it. I feel like the fact that there is this stigma with men and starting new friendships and actually like communicating like
Yeah, like I
those
like your jeans
friendships.
thing. Like that would probably
Yeah.
like a compliment like
But
that
like
would set certain individuals off.
Yeah.
right. And what he kind of hints at in that is that it kind of leans into the issue with men's mental health as well, because a lot, we hear stories all the time of men
We're not balanced
suffering in
individuals.
silence, and but like we tend to suffer in silence. We feel like we're alone. We feel like we don't have anyone to go to or anyone to talk to because we don't ever have that communication. That like, are we friends? Like, because like I remember that's how I was for the longest time. Where I'd have my down days and I'd look around and be like, I don't have anyone to go to. I
Yes.
don't have anyone to talk
Dude,
to.
and that's such a shitty feeling, which is why like I as a friend work very hard to be the person to remove that barrier and like, look, I am your friend for better or worse. And I know that's like almost marriage like, right? Like in sickness and in health. But like unless you're an outright doo-doo human being, right? Like you are entitled to grow, you are entitled to make mistakes. And like if that and you're entitled to feel down or feel negative about yourself or have mental health days, all of these things apply, right? But like I feel like a lot of us just choose to suffer in silence, and I work really hard to break that barrier down so that at least me and my friendships, I like uh being a trusted individual. Not because I want your secrets or your drama or your information, but I enjoy being a solid foundation for the people in my life that I love, and knowing that like if they need something, I can be an anchor that they don't have at the moment. And like I think that's what makes powerful friendships. And it sucks that like I feel like most male friendships come from the joking place of like I literally know nothing about this person. We've been friends for 15 years. I don't know his birthday. I know he barely does this for work. Like we don't like it's very surface level. And like I wish we would get past that, I guess.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind because that's going to be my next point after we get to DJ. But DJ, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Where do you feel that the male friendship becomes a true friendship?
Man, I don't know when it does, to be real. I think we, just like Garrick said, it's just a lot of stuff. I mean, there's so many factors that have been drilled into us as men throughout our life as we're growing up, like either whether it be misogyny, the patriarchy, all that, and like internal, like in homophobia and transphobia, like we're surrounded by that all the time. We grow up with that. These are things we have to unlearn as we grow up, and not something that's inherently just like, oh, this is a thing.
Is a big part of it.
Yeah. So it's the fact that like Eric said, it's like, yeah, I don't know his birthday, I don't know his this and that, like, but like we think of it as like, do we really need to? Which I wish, like Garrick said, I wish we could get away from it. But at the same time, it's like, where do we start? Where in the process?
Yeah, which domino has to be the first to fall?
Yeah, where in that process are we? Or do we have to, to bridge that gap, right? Because a lot of, I'll speak on my experience, a lot of friendships that I have with other men is we're just in the same place. It's just friendship by proximity. It's like, oh, we were doing the same things, or we're at the same place. Like, I've seen this guy before. Hey man, what's up? And then, you finally say what's up to the guy, and he's like, oh, what's up, man? You like
yeah, it's almost
perfect
like
example, the gym,
like a survival instinct almost.
Yeah, like you see, like, okay, yeah,
that
that guy seems cool.
Pack mentality. Like, I just need to not be alone, so let's gravitate towards similarity.
And that's why there's just like, that's why the quote male loneliness epidemic. But like in some cases it is valid.
But it's what fucking sucks is like 99.9% repeating of that shit is self-inflicted.
Yeah, it's self-inflicted,
right?
But at the same time, it's also being perpetuated by both sides. It's fucked up. It's a very fucked up thing. So that's why it makes it even harder for us to like course correct, because now we got kids that are growing up to becoming men, and that's all they hear is like, they're men getting bashed on, and not to say like they don't deserve it, right? Not to say, but like those kids don't deserve it. Like men in general, yes, we do. The patriarchy, yes, it does. Misogyny, yes, it does. But
absolutely, like 100%, right? But like they haven't even made their mistakes yet. Let's give them a fucking chance to flourish. Holy shit!
We're it's like when you tell a kid don't press the red button, they're gonna try to press the red button. Okay,
right, like that's like the intrusive thought's gonna start to kick in.
Yeah, so just because like, oh, why can't I have that thing? It's being denied to them, or they're being told like they're not important or whatever the fuck. It's just there's so much to this conversation. Like this is so packed. Like
it's very nuanced for sure.
Yeah, no, like there's so many layers to it because we value different things as men, or as people in general. We value a lot of, like, people value different things in their relationships, whether it be romantic or 100%.
Whether it's like true relationships or parasocial relationships, work relationships, like everybody on an individual level has very different standards from what they expect out of that.
Yeah,
right.
Like
and
some
so
people,
you as like the receiving party of the friendship, right? You're like, what do I do to fit into this box?
Yeah, right. And it's like people don't know, like people have different qualifications for who they call a friend. Like some people consider acquaintances friends. Some people I consider friends like if you're like family to me. If I know you, like we talk a lot, that's a friend to me. But some people are like, oh, I know that guy is my coworker. He's my friend. Like he's nice to me.
And it's really interesting that you bring that up, DJ, because we do have an unspoken criteria for like what makes like a good friend, right?
Yeah.
Whether we eventually speak that to the friend so that they understand, you're my friend because, or like we got to this in our friendship because, right? that like, but like there's like these unspoken expectations. Like I know for me, it's not necessarily an expectation, but like if I'm up the fucking crick without a paddle
Yeah,
and
I got
can
people I
call
gotta
on you,
call. Yeah,
and I can call on you, you're fucking you're on the list, man.
yeah, you're on
Like
the list.
if I can
Yep.
call on you, yeah, that's a hot spot like for as far as friendship is concerned, right?
Yeah.
Like I would probably call in a time of need, like I would call everybody in this podcast and Geo.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also like like there was like another discussion like this was like a year ago. People like it was like a small discussion like white people don't like help their friends move. Like that's rude of them to ask somebody to help them move. You know, like
Yes, but a good friend would just do it.
do it. Like, they'd be
Without
like,
even
oh,
being-
what do you need help with?
Yeah.
Like, do you need a truck?
Yeah,
like, I got a
like
truck.
they would
you know?
like, yeah. It's like I shouldn't have to like I shouldn't
Or-
need to burden you with my ask.
or drive to the airport. Like apparently some people.
That's
even
a huge deal. I'm so fucking glad
That's a
you brought
huge
that
deal.
up. If you pick me up from the airport, we're fucking friends.
Yeah.
I try to pick up all my homies from the airport.
Like,
Yeah, like,
I will volunteer
If I'm
to
not
pick a
working-
homie
But
up from the
apparently
airport.
that's
If
like
I'm
too
not
much.
working,
35 minutes of uninterrupted you me time, brother. Say
Yeah,
less.
Dude, apparently some people who are in friendship, they said that's crossing a line. Like that's or not crossing a line, but that's too much. Like that you're asking too much. You know, so that's
Those,
dynamic,
those
right?
are basic friendship things right there,
Yeah.
man.
So
Like-
but like what we consider basic stuff, like that's basic, or like we would do that. Some people wouldn't,
Mhm.
right? So that's why
Yeah.
this conversation is so nuanced, and there's so many different layers and pathways. It's genuinely hard to pinpoint. And as a man, you know, and like when I was looking at, or someone was explaining like how relationships, women have relationships, like they get all their emotional support and vulnerability through their friendships. So it's like not.
Yeah,
Like-
right. Like
Yeah.
male friendships don't exist that way. Like I'm not
We don't.
exposing myself. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
don't
not-
get me
I'm
wrong.
not talking-
I
I'm
do
not
do that
crying.
with Geo, but that's a decade long friendship that's
the
been
next,
through some
that's
weird
the
shit.
next level, you know.
Yeah, like you know,
I
it's like
legit-
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I legit lost a friend because I came to him when I was upset when my uncle
Yeah,
passed.
and like and that's and that fucking sucks, right? But that it's
Mhm.
painful, but it also makes it very clear where you're at with that person, right?
Yeah.
Even if it hurts, but like now unfortunately it defines where you were at with that person, right? And now
Mhm.
you know that when you have those things, that's not the individual you're going to call on, right?
Yeah.
And that is painful, but it means that you can put that energy into somebody who is going to give you
Exactly.
what you're looking for, whether it's comfort or just basic human empathy, right? Like it's like like something like, because when you're hurting as an individual, right, and you need to like express to your friends like why you're hurting, like I'm not looking for a solution half the time. Like I just want to be heard.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you guys bring up all really good points, and I think for me, when the friendship becomes a true friendship in my eyes is when something happens
Your wife
and I
calls a
immediately
certain individual because you fucked up.
so for me it's when something happens or something really cool, really or it's just something that you know that the other person is going to enjoy, you immediately jump to like let them know, you know, like Devin, when there's something big going on, like when you first heard about, you know, some stuff with all hype and stuff like that, like you wanted to come and let us know, you know.
Yeah, like we
you
were the
tried to
first people
call
to
us.
know.
Or like when there's a brand new song out that I think that you guys might like, I know for sure Garrick wakes up to a bunch of Spotify links
So often.
from me all the time.
All the time, man.
But it's like that, like the person, like the moment something cool happens or something big happens and you want to share it with that person, that's when I know for sure, like that's
Yeah,
that's
like
my homie.
mutual celebration of just like
Yeah,
sometimes big things, sometimes small things, right? Like it's
Mhm.
just like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, hey, I got that new job.
I feel like
it's-
camaraderie, like true camaraderie, is just underrated these days.
So
Devin.
this last year, Xander was stressing about getting the job that he has. So you know what
Yeah,
I did?
I remember.
I just called him when he was stressing out. I
Yep.
just called him when I was on my way to work. I was like, "What's up, dude?" And I
Yep.
just talked him down.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, my anxiety was up to here, and dude, and came
Hell
in
yeah.
clutch for that.
right?
But kind of shifting gears a little bit, still on topic, but shifting gears a little bit. You guys kind of touched on it. So I kind of noticed this when talking with Jackie, my wife. My wife.
My
Um,
wife.
when I was talking with Jackie about stuff, and this is gonna make me sound like a total asshole friend, I feel like. But like when I was talking to her about like something that happened at Garrick's work one day or something like that, and
Mhm.
she asked me like, "So what does he actually do?" And I was like, "Uh."
Huh.
Huh, and it actually wasn't until like a couple nights ago when I finally found out the actual name for your job, your actual job title.
Yeah, what I like what
Because
I do, what I actually do.
Yeah.
yeah, and so it was kind of funny because like Jackie will make new friends and stuff like that, and she'll know all these details like birthday, favorite color, all this, all the details, and you guys touched on the topic where it's like
Mhm.
male relationships tend to be very surface level and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and we could be
Now,
homies for like
I
years.
will say there is something oddly beautiful about being able to care so deeply for somebody you know so little about, right?
Mhm.
Like that's not nothing, right? Like the fact that
Yeah.
like at any given moment, like if I knew my house was on fire, I could be like, Xander, my fucking house just caught fire. I just need a vent. Or Devin, my fucking house just caught fire. I need a vent. Right? Or DJ, my fucking house could caught.
Yeah.
Like I can call
Why is
any
your
of
house
you
getting on fire so
individuals,
much?
right? And like I could call any of you guys under any circumstances, and you guys would have
Three
something
separate
to
occasions.
give back to me, regardless, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I
Right.
know, like you guys would at least have like something on the level for me. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, like about this, or like maybe you should do this, or like that fuck, or even just being like, hey, yo, I'm sorry you're going through that. That shit sucks, right? Like all
Yeah.
that stuff is really awesome, and I feel like it's weird because like having watched my wife make friends, it's so very different than how I make friends. Like
Mhm.
she has it's almost like an incremental systematic approach when I feel like
Right.
she's made, and then like I feel like when I'm making friends, I'm like, okay, I know this much about you. Now I'm literally just gonna skip all the in-between shit and become your best friend. And I
Yeah.
will backfill the rest over the years.
Mhm.
Right. That like that, and that's how I see it too. Is because like it's always been in my eyes, like, and it really kind of goes to say like men are very simple creatures to where like we will become best friends based on let's for the sake of the argument for Mecha Break. Like we all love Mecha Break. Oh man, I love big robots. Yeah, I'll see you next week, man. And then you form a friendship over that. But you don't know their real name. You only know their username. You don't know their birthday. You don't know it. But then, like as the friendship goes on, like let's say they went through a divorce or something like that, and you're helping them through that. So you're there for the important stuff, like
Yeah.
the in the
The
moment
life
stuff.
events, even if it's
The
just
life- yeah.
online, right? Like even if it's just like, oh yeah, they're going through a divorce, and so you're just like, let's play some games, dude. Like, and
Yeah, let's
take
play
your
some
mind off
games.
of
Let's get
things.
your mind off of it. Yeah, so I kind of, that being said, I was wondering, I kind of want to ask you guys, what can we do as men to be more involved? Be more involved and maybe get some of those other details.
Hmm.
Garrick.
Check on your friends.
Your feelings are not weakness. Feeling feelings is a normal human experience, and you should not be afraid of feeling feelings, even if it is feeling feelings for your platonic dude friends. It's normal. It's okay to love people and experience feelings of gratitude and positive things that you might experience towards a partner on a platonic level toward your friend. It is okay. Friendship is vulnerability. Friendship doesn't have walls. A true friendship is accepting that just like with your partner, your friend is not a perfect individual. They are going to make mistakes. You want to see them grow. You want to see them succeed, and simply putting forth the effort. I believe that just like with any relationship, it requires mutual effort. Now, that is not to say that you folks at home who have like your on again, off again friends, where like you reconnect every couple of years and everything feels fresh, like you like the friendship never changed. That is still a beautiful friendship. The fact that a friendship can rekindle in an instantaneous moment and be exactly like it was before is an incredibly positive and warm feeling. But when you are dealing with your regular friends on a regular, when you are, we'll call it your circle. When you are dealing with your circle, right? Like we'll call it your circle, like your circle of friends, the people that you keep closest to you on a regular basis. I expect those individuals to see me in shitty moments just as equally as they see me in positive ones.
Yeah, it's real.
Real spill.
Real spill. I don't have the soundboard on me, so I can't play it.
Damn.
Real
Anyone else?
spill.
Anyone else?
I think you got it, man.
Yeah, no, he hit it on the
Yeah,
head.
no, I think as someone who understands the inner machinations of our minds like Garrick does, I think you really hit the nail on the head. I think in to kind of like sort of round things up here, I want to kind of go around with you guys and ask you guys, what do you guys want to see more of in your male friendships? Let's start with Devin. Garrick's chomping at the bit right now. Let's start with Devin. What do you want to see more in your male in your male friendships? You know, what is something that you feel is maybe lacking or has been lacking in your male friendships that you'd like to see more of?
I think more of the homies need to play Magic with me.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
This
motherfucker.
But you're not wrong, right? Engaging in mutual you're not off base though, right? Engaging in people engaging in your hobbies, not just you engaging in theirs.
Yeah. No,
that's real.
That's good.
Right?
That's a good way to put it.
Friendship is a relationship.
Yeah,
You
it
still
is
have
a
to meet each other.
relationship.
You still have
It
to meet
is
each
a
other in the middle.
relationship.
Yep.
I was saving this for another day though, but I did download MTG Arena to try and start learning. So
okay.
we'll say that.
Okay.
Hell
He's in there,
yeah,
he's in
you're
there.
gonna get
That's
fucked
not a
on.
bad
The game's
place-
really
place
complicated,
to
but you're all
start.
right.
That's not a bad place to start. And then eventually, you know, you'll buy a commander deck and you'll be like, how do I use spell table? And then you'll be playing with me and Sam and like a bunch of our close homies. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I feel in the words of Post Malone,
A
it's
whole
like
new world.
it's like playing chess with 5,000 pieces at once. Yeah.
That actually does kind of sound interesting to me. DJ,
What's up?
what is something that you would like to see more of in your male friendships?
Shoot, I don't know, man. I've given it a thought before, but I don't know. I've never like really got to an answer. I think I'm with Devin in the sense of like the idea of people taking into my interests a little bit sometimes. I just want some of that. You know, instead of like, oh, we're
something more of like a give and take, more something that's a little less one-sided.
Yeah, or like, you know, we're not just doing it because conveniently we both play the same game, you know what I mean, or do the same things.
The interest is genuine, not just superficial.
Yeah, or like, you
Like
know,
what Garrick
or
does?
we bonded over a game, but now like, you know, it's like
Where from here, right?
yeah, where we heading, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff like that.
One thing I noticed that what Garrick will do, like adding on to this DJ, is if Garrick wants somebody to play a game, and
so
there's a
annoying.
sale on it,
Yeah,
just
he's
fucking
like, he'll
buys
buy
I
it
will
for
just,
it, dude. You
I
just
will
buy it.
just
You're like, all right,
buy
man.
a game for a
Yeah, just
motherfucker, dude.
Give me
He's
this. Give me
bought a
this.
couple games for me. He's bought in a couple games for me without even asking if I would try it.
Nope.
He's like, "Hey, I bought this game for you. Let's play it."
Yeah.
Same.
And
In
if,
fact,
and
I'm-
guess what? If you hate it, it's okay. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. I have no expectations. I just want an attempt at your time. Like that's all.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think one of which for me that Garrick gifted me that I have yet to open because I think I got around to it too late. Like the hype was past was Tribes of Midgard.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude,
Damn.
I get
Garrick
so
and
fun.
Oh my.
Garrick
Devin and I
went
beat
in-
that shit in a day.
Yeah, we beat it in
Oh
one
my
day.
god.
We
That's
played for
crazy.
like 12 hours straight one day.
That's crazy. No
It was
way.
wild.
I still never booted it up because I was like, oh, I'll hop on with you guys if you guys are playing,
Dude,
but like no,
literally,
no
I
one's
will,
playing
I
it.
will
It's
boot that
already
shit
done.
up with you whenever the fuck, Xander.
Yeah,
It's a
I would
great
play that
game.
game again.
Fair enough.
It's a
I would play
great
that
game.
again.
Fair enough.
I forgot how to
Garrick,
play it, but I do it.
what would you like to see more of in your male friendships?
Oh,
Nudes.
I'm so glad you asked. My dudes of the world.
Mhm.
If I say I love you, I really do want you to say it back.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, I really do want you to say it back. I because I mean it. It's like, it's not nothing. Like, I love my friends. Like, is it a different kind of love than I have for my wife? Of course it is. Is it a different kind of love than I have for my family and siblings? Of course it is. Does that make it any less valuable as love? Absolutely not. Like, I have long subscribed to the philosophy that I will tell you I love you every single time I leave
Mhm.
because it might be the last time I ever see you. Because
That's
I
true.
simply do not know what life holds.
Yeah.
Right? So and I love all of my friends. So on the off chance that is the last time, I will always say I love you and mean it sincerely.
Mhm.
That
You just
is
made me want to
a-
kiss you on the mouth.
I'm tearing up a little. You know, I'm tearing up a little. No, seriously. On a real note, I think all of you guys have really good points, and I gotta say, I love you guys.
I love you too,
bro.
Xander.
Love you too,
I
man.
do.
Love you, DJ. Love
I
you,
love you
Garrick.
guys, and we
I
love
love each and every one of you.
Mhm.
We love all of you because this has been the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the GK crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas have thrown our way, like our love for each other.
Yeah,
If you liked what
absolutely.
you heard, you can get even more over at patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to all of our content before it goes live on podcast and video services. Don't forget to join the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below. And if you want more, follow and subscribe to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. We have
All
to set
the
sail,
winner.
everyone, but until next time.
Bye. Have a
Love you.
beautiful
Love you.
time.
Love ya.